Hello, Twitch. The Battlebots pregame show with Macho and Kristen is back and better than ever, and we are ready to party for our very special guest. The only person who comes anywhere close to the fandom that Macho and Kristen have of the beautiful but yet deeply flawed system of Battlebots. We have LILYBELLE. LILYBELLE, why don't you tell the Buff Nation how everyone is doing through the video scope?
Let's go!
Yeah, baby. So what they are doing, it is called the Golden Bolt. It is a single elimination bracket with 8 bots. Some good, some bad, some jabronis, some gods. Now, what they do, the winner of said bracket today will go against Gigabyte, who I have also graciously provided for us today on our desk. Look at Gigabyte, the death Roomba, if you will. Whoever wins that match gets into the champions bracket. So there's going to be 8 champions. There's already 3 in there. Chat, are you ready? Because Macho knows he's ready. I hope you guys watching through the video scope, you guys better be ready. Kristen, are you ready?
Absolutely ready.
Lily, are you ready?
Let's go!
Let's go. We got Triple Crown over by Macho, and we got the Macho, the glorious Mad Catter over by Kristen. Who do you think is going to win the matchup between Mad Catter and Triple Crown? There is clearly a correct answer here. And Kristen, I believe you know what it is.
Oh yes, this one's a no-brainer. I mean, if it'll be funny if they start out with this match since we don't really know the order, but like we could guess.
That's a good point.
This is absolutely going to Mad Catter. I mean, Triple Crown barely functions, and I don't think it did much. And it's like one match that we saw. It's not great. They're new. They're British, so.
Oh, does it have something to do with the British?
No, I just.
They just happen to also be British, you guys, and that means something.
I'm sorry, that wasn't like a dig at British people. There are actually a lot of like British robots that are really good. This one is just not one of them. So yeah, Mad Catter is literally gonna come out and slap Triple Crown around and take the crown for himself.
LILYBELLE, would you like to go next? What are your thoughts on this match? Who do you think's gonna win and why?
Oh, definitely Triple Crown. No, I'm fucking joking. There's absolutely no way, okay? It's not only a personal favorite based off of their team, which is an amazing team. I literally looked at this and went, who? Who's going against Mad Catter? No idea about Triple Crown. Mad Catter has the history behind them, has the personality, has the love. There's no other way. Mad Catter all the way for me.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes. Now, we all know where all of our alliances lie. We know where Macho's alliances lie, and it lays with the very big, large muscles of Martin Mason and Mad Catter. What he's gonna do is he's gonna come out and he's gonna blaze a trail. Blaze a trail of vengeance, because he has been wronged for too long from the selection committee. Wronged too long from the Battlebots judges. Wronged too long from Battlebots. He is going to come up and smack this jabroni Triple Crown around that shouldn't even have 3 crowns. It should only have 0. Not 1, but 0. Mad Catter has been caged like a wrongly caged animal from the selection committee, from the 3 judges, and it's gonna be bursting out of that cage. It's gonna take that giant asymmetrical vertical disc spinner and annihilate that cage and come out like a free Mad Catter. A Mad Catter free to roam the wild. And the first prey that it's going to take down is Triple Crown. And it's going to be in pieces that Mad Catter's going to have to clean up. In fact, Mad Catter doesn't have to clean up the garbage. Triple Crown's going to clean up its own garbage, because that's what it is. A piece of garbage and a jabroni. Mad Catter easily, within 20 seconds, Triple Crown will be in pieces. I'm going to go Claw Viper and Defender. Snooze Fest alert. Kristen, what is your opinions on this match, if you have any?
What a weird match. I mean, they're just gonna tickle each other. It's literally gonna be a tickle match. But, so I guess if you're into that, it will be a great time. I think Defender might come out on top, but they're hit or miss. I don't know. We're gonna go with Defender just because I have to pick one. But, it's gonna be a weird fight. Kind of cool if Claw Viper, like, suplexes Defender. Like to see that, but
yeah, I would pay to see that, but whatever works, I guess, right?
Defender has pretty good driving when it works well, so I think they might win with that.
I agree with Kristen. I don't know way too much. I do know Defender better than Claw Viper, but based off of their stats, I'm gonna put my vote in for Defender, and also, yeah, just based off of the fact that I do know them a little bit better. Besides that, I don't really have a lot to say either. It is a match. It is a match. I will admit that it is a match.
It is a match. Yes. So, what happens when you put 2 control bots against each other? You fall asleep. That's what happens. These people are just gonna go around, pick each other up, put each other down. Pull each other up, put each other down. But not like when Macho does it, when it's cool and badass, and you hear a thunderous thud in the canvas of the wrestling ring. These guys are just gonna put each other down and put them up down. Oh no, you put them up on the ground upside down. Oh, what are they gonna do? It's gonna be a snooze fest. Now, Claw Viper always boasts that it is the fastest bot in the field. Ooh, very cool. You know what it's also the fastest at? Missing the box rush and slamming into the other side of the battle box. It's a big factor, bro. Every time. And Defender is even more of a jabroni because it got shoehorned in as the last spot in the Battlebots tournament when it for some certain bot to get its first win in the first round. What bot was that? You guys,
man, that one. I feel like it's crazy that we always forget because it's literally like shit. It's like it's pile of poop.
Next match, we got the lowly duck and the awesome Hypershock. Kristen, who do you think's gonna win this one and why?
Duck's gonna be quacking in distress once again. Oh my god. I will laugh at that because I always do. It's just sad. But unless Duck did any changes between the end of the season and now, there's no way they stand a chance against Hypershock. I feel like Hypershock, even if they came out without their weapon, would still win against Duck. Because Duck's like, oh, let me come out and body slam into my opponent and then die. It's not a great strategy. Just not.
So these are 2 bots going in 2 different directions. One of them going sky high, and one of them careening in a nosedive down to the ground. Do you guys know which one's which? Of course you do, because it's easy as pie to understand that Hypershock is going into the stratosphere right now, and Duck is going into the ground. Duck with one of the worst redesigns Macho has ever seen. The build does not work. It does quack, but it sad quacks because it gets annihilated by every weapon known to man. I'm pretty sure Macho could go up there, step on Duck's bill, and it will break. That's how ridiculous it is. Now, Duck actually may go up into the stratosphere because Hypershock's super powerful vertical spinner is gonna get it sent up there. Ooh, ducks will be flying today, and they will be made out of one solid plate of aluminum. There is gonna be duck feathers everywhere, and those duck feathers are gonna be pieces of duck, wheels, pieces of the bill, paint chips, aluminum pieces. It's gonna be a not pretty sight. We got quite an interesting match. We got Smee over by Macho and Valkyrie over by Kristen. Kristen, what are your thoughts on this match?
This one's gonna be fun. I think it will be an entertaining match to watch. But okay, I hope first things first. I hope Smee does not come out with that solid body thing they did
against Gigabyte.
That was Gigabyte. I was gonna say that was against Gigabyte. Yeah. Because that clearly did not work. So hopefully they have their little wraparound doohickey and try to get around Valkyrie. But honestly, I think Valkyrie's going to come out on top because it takes a lot to knock them out, like a lot. And I don't think Smee has it in them to knock them off balance enough to like make their weapon fail. So I think they're going to get beat up. Poor Smee.
Lily, can you follow that up with that much pure Battlebots knowledge?
Yeah, I mean, realistic. No. No. But I agree with Kristen. I wish I could, like, give a fun little, devil's advocate, but that's totally true. I love Smee. Smee is my favorite. I love them since they came out the first time that I saw them. It's just unbelievably... It's just a super fun bot, and it's super cool to watch them. But it's true. Valkyrie is one of the top bots on my bracket all the time. It's so hard to actually do any harm to that bot. I think it will be fun to watch. And I agree with Kristen in that, but Valkyries definitely make it on top. I'm gonna vote for Smee, like, a little with my heart, just because I think it'd be really fucking fun. But yeah,
you can't go halfsies, Lily. Is Valkyrie or Smee? Who's gonna win?
Okay. It's like a full Christmas gift and like a stocking stuffer, Like,
yeah,
exactly. It's like I have to give, my twice removed cousin a gift. I'm gonna get him like a photo album or something. That's what I'm giving Smee. Smee, congratulations on your photo album. You can put your death in there. It'll be fun.
Valkyrie and Smee. This is a perfect matchup for Smee. Smee wants to go against big horizontal spinners, which is what Valkyrie is. Now, if Smee won against Gigabyte last year, then Macho would have a little bit of a different outlook on this. I would have a bit more faith in Smee. But bots that rely on other bots' weapons to break, they just don't do it for Macho anymore. You gotta go out there and you gotta be the breaker. You gotta break the other bot. Hoping for a weapon failure doesn't work all the time, If Valkyrie doesn't break, if a weapon doesn't break against Smee, Smee loses. That's just how it is. Smee doesn't have knockout potential. And because Valkyrie can drive upside down. Granted, I'm not sure if the spinner will be able to hit Smee because Smee's such a low-profile bot. But I think Valkyrie is going to get that one hit because, like that Gigabyte fight, all it took was one hit. One hit and it was over. So Smee has to play this absolutely perfectly, which I don't think it can. Valkyrie's a monster. Valkyrie with a big, fat, juicy, oiled up Macho W right here. We got Mad Catter and Defender. This is Kristen's quarterfinals matchup. Kristen, who do you think's gonna win this one and why? There's obviously a clear answer here.
Yeah, definitely Defender. No, totally kidding.
Get out of here, Kristen!
I'm kidding. Gotta keep you on your toes, Macho.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, this is gonna go to Mad Catter too. Our boy is he's gonna make it far tonight. I think it's his time to shine. We're all gonna put our little paws up for him. Defender doesn't stand a chance because they're a control bot and they have no weapon. They have you seen Mad Catter spinner? Have you seen it? It's huge.
Definitely Mad Catter win. Mad Catter supremacy out here. Yup. Meow meow bitch.
Now, unbeknownst to you two, clearly aren't listening, Macho had Claw Viper in here because Defender is the bigger jabroni. And do you think the bigger jabroni wins? Are
No,
you
you're
kidding me,
right. You're
guys?
correct.
Are you
That's what
kidding me?
I remember now.
Come on! Now this matchup has happened. You know what happened? Because Macho does. Because he could see into the future, the present, and the past. And what happened was Mad Catter took out the trash. Cloud Viper spent more time in the air than it did on the ground. Just kidding. It laid on the ground the whole time because it was hurt. It was hurt because the god-bearing destruction of that huge asymmetrical vertical disc spinner of Mad Catter laid the smacketh down on Claw Viper, and it didn't stand a chance. You know what Claw Viper did? It took that, the fastest Battlebot in the field, it took that and slammed into the wall right next to Mad Catter like a big fat stinking jabroni, and Mad Catter laid the punishment and did not stop. Alright, Kristen, we got Hypershock over by you and Valkyrie over by Macho. Who do you think's gonna win this one and why?
All right. As much as I want to give it to Hypershock and Will Bales, this is gonna be a good match. This is gonna be a tough matchup, I think. Hypershock, God love them. They are really good at driving when everything works, but they have just had some bad luck. So as long as the robot gods are on their side, I still think they'll come out on top, but it's gonna be a tough match to get there. Because Valkyrie is definitely gonna like whip them around a couple times. So as long as they can take the hits and keep going, I still think Hypershock's gonna come out on top.
I am a little bit more straightforward with it. I do agree with Kristen. I'm sorry, I swear I'm not copying. I think Valkyrie is just so strong of a bot that they're going to go up on top almost no matter what. You know what I mean?
Valkyrie is very difficult to get around. Now we all know Will Bales and Hypershock is a great driver, but the way Valkyrie is designed with its unique wedge shape and its big spinner, it's gonna be hard to get around and not take a hit from that horizontal spinner. Can Will Bales do it? Probably. But again, with Hypershock not being able to flip over, that's a big weakness. Now, if Hypershock doesn't need to be flipped over, good, probably will win. But Valkyrie can drive inverted. Granted, the spinner will be up much higher in the air. Whoever survives the first hit is probably going to win this match. Who's going to come out on top? I don't know. It's going to be tough. Kristen's semi-final matchup between Hypershock and Mad Catter. Boy, howdy, would this be a crazy one. Kristen, what do you think?
Oh my god.
Both of these bots have had some awful luck with just like they deserved the world and never got it. So it's hard, but honestly, like, don't tell Will Bales I'm saying this because then he might break up with me. But I think I'm gonna pick Mad Catter here, just because they have the bigger, stronger weapon. And while Hypershock can drive well, I mean, if you get bonked around enough by Valkyrie and then immediately go and fight Mad Catter and get bonked around some more, there's a chance your drive is going to go out. And the odds are not in his favor here. I think it's going to be Mad Catter.
All right, so now Macho has Mad Catter and Valkyrie. Unlike Hypershock, Mad Catter 100% will go weapon to weapon with you. He is ready to dance. He's ready to duke it out, take some damage, dish out some pain, and bring the uppercut. That Mad Catter is going to be digging inside of the battle box. It's going to fit in there like a glove. It's already happened. Macho's seen the future. The past, present, and future. Macho can see it. Yes, and Mad Catter is going to win. Mad Catter is going to win. And now we talk about the main event, Gigabyte. So how this matchup is working, if Mad Catter wins the bracket, which he clearly will if you guys have been listening, he gets a matchup against Gigabyte, because Gigabyte won this tournament last year. He won the Golden Bolt last year.
Gigabyte has defied all of my preconceived notions about full body spinners. They are just beefy, spinny, almost near indestructible. Just wow. Like I've been so impressed with Gigabyte this past year. Probably 2 years. They've just been so good. So this is going to be an epic match. There's going to be some carnage, I think. Maybe on both sides. I really think it depends on how many hits Mad Catter takes before this match. This fight, I think, will be will determine how well he does against Gigabyte. Hopefully he just doesn't take any major armor damage, because as long as he's got his armor up against Gigabyte, then Gigabyte's just going to hit and bounce off and hit and bounce off. And it could just be a full 3-minute match, but we're rooting for our little cat boy.
This is where I say the wrong things. Oh man, but it's okay. It's okay if I'm wrong, because Macho, the point is, has to be right. I'm gonna stick with Gigabyte for this one.
Ooh.
We just talked about it. Gigabyte is a strong, solid fucking boy with the speed of crazy. It can take a lot, as much as I've seen them. I'm gonna go with Gigabyte.
Gigabyte is like a spectacle to behold that you have to see to believe. Now, is Gigabyte gonna win? Of course not! Mad Catter's gonna come in there and smack it in the face with its big, fat, juicy, macho, strong vertical disc spinner. Just like Uppercut and Witch Doctor did before, you gotta send Gigabyte sky high. And all it takes is one time, a little bit off kilter, off axis, hits the ground, bam, Gigabyte becomes a fucking 110-pound projectile across the battle box. And once it is in the corners of the battle box, it is over. That's where Mad Catter wants it to be, and it's gonna pounce on it just like a tiger in the weeds, waiting for a gazelle to come by and snatch it by its neck. Mad Catter with a big W, but it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough matchup for Mad Catter. It's gonna be wild. I appreciate you all dropping by. Thank you, LILYBELLE, for being our first very macho guest.
Thank you for having me, per usual.
We will see you there next week. All right?
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Let's go.